Ooh, I'm live again, son. Look at that. Look at that. I am live again. And you know why? It's because I want to be live. And I just got done with the tax man that ended my last call. I'm going to watch Jimmy Dore while I wait for you guys to jump on.
Already spreading unchecked.
Listen to Jimmy Dore.
It took pushing, urging, conversation.
Now, this is a dude who knows how to YouTube.
All of that to get to a place.
Jimmy Dore, 858,000 subscribers now. Look at him, dude.
Enforcement.
What a savage. What's up, guys? So I was just live on my other channel. Look at this. I was wondering about this. Half the reason I did this is I was curious if it was going to be all the same people. You know, it's not. Why don't you guys follow my other channel? What's up, B-Cags? Why don't you guys go subscribe to Jesse on Everything? It's a better channel. Although we are going to talk about why Diaz and Charles Oliveira is the fight. I did just talk about that on my other. I was live on my other channel literally 30 minutes ago. And then the tax man called and I had to get off the phone or off the live. I fixed all my problems. No more Mr. Nice Guy. It's kind of hard to go back to being mean after you've been so nice. But yeah, this nightmare thing I was going to have to deal with on my taxes I've been putting off for months. She just solved it over the phone, which makes me a little bit nervous given my experience with the IRS. If you guys haven't seen that video, I would highly suggest you go to Jesse on Everything and watch IRS criminal incompetence. It's probably the funniest video I've ever done. But that was the franchise California tax board asking me for tax returns from years I didn't even live in motherfucking California. So there's that. Thoughts on Cerrone versus Diego Sanchez set for May? Yup. Loser is gone. That is what that is. That's an elimination fight. You went down that alien rabbit hole. Did you watch Mouthy Buddha? Because that's what you should do. He's the man. Conor McGregor loses again. What do you think you should do next? Go to a different weight class. Go to a different weight class. 100%. Oliveira's too small of a name to make champ right now. Totally agree. Totally agree. Freedom Pigeon, were you okay, let me tell you why it's a perfect fight. I was going to wait for more people to get on. But I'm going to say it, and then we can talk about it more. Okay? I'm going to pop quiz you guys. Don't cheat. If you guys were on my other live, don't fucking cheat. Okay? Now, there is, what's up, Corrupted? I did see Romero and Johnson said it. Okay, check this out. I'm going to quiz you guys. And the winner gets something huge, son. Okay? There is a fight currently scheduled that is an amazing fight that is identical to Diaz versus Charles Oliveira. What is it? Go. Not stylistic matchup, but the theory and the reason it's a great matchup, which is exactly the same as Charles Oliveira versus Nate Diaz. Go. Impress me with your fucking skills. I'm waiting. Let's see. Nobody is asking. Nobody's answering. What's up, Viking? Dude, let's do this thing on Saturday, Viking. Text me on Friday and we'll figure it out. Because I'm going to go live for UFC 258 for sure. No one is going to guess what the fucking fight is that's exactly the same. The answer is fucking Khamzat Chimaev versus Leon Edwards. Identical. Leon Edwards has won 8 in a row, right? But he has no hype. So he's fighting the hype train. Khamzat Chimaev. Whoever wins is a superstar at the top of the division. Charles Oliveira versus the hype train. Nate Diaz. Boom. Identical. Okay? That's why they should make it. Strategically, it makes perfect sense. Whoever wins, top of the division, huge fight then. Okay? Huge fight. I saw the Weasel. I'll give credit where credit's due. Again, I just said this on my other channel. The Weasel tweet about it where he was like, this is the fight to make. And at first I was like, Charles Oliveira fight Nate Diaz. And then I was like, and then, you know, and as my brain tends to work, an hour and a half later, I was like, oh shit, he's right. You know, PR hype versus ranking. Same exact thing. But half sack. How is Ohio? Thank you. I have to figure out where, like, we're leaving California. I got to figure out where I'm going to move. We're probably moving to Nashville though, just to be fair. Do I think McGregor will move up to welterweight in a year or so? Dude, if McGregor doesn't win this rematch, I have no idea what he's going to do. It is possible if he really loves fighting, like for real loves fighting, he might go back to 145. God, fuck, man. That he didn't to go to, I mean, I guess Jose Aldo went from 145 to 135 where it didn't look like he had 10 pounds to give. But god damn, man, Conor was so dominant at 145 pounds. It seems like, you know, and look at the lay of that division now. Like, it's completely changed. There's nothing that even resembles what Conor was dealing with down there. There's all new players. But I mean, if Conor can't knock guys out at 155 pounds, I don't love his odds at 170 pounds. You know what I mean? And god damn, the matchups at 170 are a fucking nightmare for Conor. You know? I mean, can you imagine Conor against Burns? That is a bad matchup, man. Burns or Usman takes him down, just smashes him, makes him tired. Colby, same thing. It's a rough go for Conor at 170. I still do want to see that Masvidal fight. But more than anything, I want to see how Conor comes back after the Poirier loss, dude. You know? I mean, seriously, like I really, really want to see how that goes because Conor is the most fascinating fighter in the UFC, no matter what. Like, you know, guys that just win all the time, you're like, fuck, this guy's good. But like the reason I went from I hate Conor to I love him, he handled the Nate Diaz, like in between the two. So, you know, if he comes back and he beats Dustin in this rematch, man, badass, man. Nate might win by sub against Charles. No one's going to submit Charles Oliveira. But I don't think Charles Oliveira. I think the jiu-jitsu will nullify each other. I don't think either of them will submit the other one. What do I think of Mighty Mouse's fight at 1FC? Oh, who's he fighting? Dude, there are a couple guys at 1 that are killers, man. Like, I've been watching some of their guys lately. Like, dude, I've been watching a couple 1 fights. There are some real fighters over there. For whatever reason, you know, when UFC and Pride were going on at the same time, everyone just kind of like assumed all the Pride guys were better than all the UFC guys. I have no idea why. And now it's kind of like people think 1FC is the same as Bellator, and it's not. Like, there are some guys over there that are murder machines, man. You know, guys like Eddie Alvarez, they went over there and they got fucking worked. Burns wins. Who do I see his first defense being against? Oof, that's a great question. It won't be against. I don't think it'll be against Usman, dude. Like, and I'll tell you why I say that. The guys, if you look at what champions get immediate rematches, or just fights where they get immediate, champs where they get immediate rematches. What do they all have in common? Is it that they went on long runs, or is it that they're insanely marketable, right? And it's the latter. And Usman is not marketable. And it's not because he's not a good dude. It's not because he's not a grinder. It's because he's boring as fuck to watch fight. And Dan Hardy talked. So I don't know if you guys saw the post that I put up where I was saying you guys got to watch this brilliant breakdown of the Usman and Burns fight that Dan Hardy did. But he has this, you know, you'd have had to watch the entire thing to get to this point. But like 24 minutes in, he's like, Burns is just all action, all attack, constantly attacking. He's like, you know, like when I'm watching all the Burns fights, I'm like, oh, I should watch another Burns fight. He's like, when I'm watching Kamaru, I'm like, oh man, I guess I should probably watch another Kamaru Usman fight. That's what Dan Hardy said. He's like, he's so boring. He doesn't finish anyone. He never finishes anyone. I mean, aside from Colby, and you know, that was a weird fight where he kind of fought different. But yeah, and Burns is trying to finish the fight 100% of the time. So it's like when Woodley lost to Usman, did he get an immediate rematch? Nope, because he wasn't marketable. And if Usman loses, he's not going to get an immediate rematch either. I think it'll be probably Masvidal. Maybe why they're not fighting Masvidal and Colby right now is because they want to give one of those guys a title shot. Both those guys are viable, big title shot pay-per-views. And if you have them fight each other, then one of them has to lose, you know? And even if the UFC doesn't know that, like I've said 1,000 times, I would gamble pretty heavy that Masvidal and Colby are friends behind the scenes, and they created the beef for PR, which I think is fucking genius. And I'm not trying to say that to blow them up. I'm saying it's genius. If I had 150,000 subscribers, I wouldn't say it, but to you guys, I'll just say I think it's PR. But and so if they're buddies and they're hanging out and they're kind of building their fucking careers together, and they're like, should we fight each other right now? Like we can always, juke a big pay-per-view with us fight. If we fight right now, one of us loses, and then we can't get a title shot. Where right now, if each of us can get our own title shot, or one of us wins the title and the for the belt, and it'll be like the biggest pay-per-view fucking ever. It just doesn't make any strategic sense for them to fight right now. I don't think. Hardy before the fight and Luke Thomas after the fight. Best analysis. I agree with that. Actually, the Weasel is right in there too, but Hardy's great, man. What's up, Connor Mitchell? Ferguson or Diaz? Someone just asked me that in the other one. I don't know, man. What good MMA gyms are in the Bay? I mean, I go to Gracie Jiu-Jitsu or Gracie Fighter in Pleasant Hill. And then, UFC gym. I don't know. I mean, the UFC gym is there, but it's closed. Everything's fucking closed. You know what? So is Gracie Fighter. Gracie Fighter's closed too. Forget I said that. He's going to fight Adriano Moraes. He's not going to fight Adriano. He's not going to fight Moraes. Are you talking about Burns if he wins? That's inaccurate, my man. If you're I don't know anything about MMA in Oakland. I'm in the East Bay. Love to see Usman win and fight. I would love to see Colby fight Usman again. I would. Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. Understood. I'll look into that. I'll watch the tape. Burns versus Colby is totally doable. Masvidal is coming off a loss, but it's off a short, he took the fight on fucking 6 days notice or 7 days notice or whatever. So it doesn't even really count, and Colby is an animal, dude. But I do like Burns in that fight. I think that Burns is going to be Usman a long time, man. He got knocked out at 155 pounds, but he is so explosive, dude. And we've seen how many times when guys go up a weight class, their durability changes. Or if they go down or up, their durability changes. Look at Dustin Poirier, right? He takes one shot from Conor at 145 pounds, and he's out. At 155 pounds, he eats shots all fucking day, And Gilbert Burns is a finisher, right? He hasn't even submitted anyone at 170 pounds because he's fucking knocked everyone out. Let me actually double check that. And I know he didn't finish Tyron Woodley, but let me see something. Let me validate what I'm saying. Dude, sometimes when you realize you haven't drank any water throughout the whole day and you're like, man, I can't really think straight. You're like, what would make me feel so stupid right now? You're like, have you drank water in the last 2 days? I'm like, I don't think I have. I mean, not no water, but I have not drank enough water. My brain is dehydrated for sure. Gilbert Burns. Let me see something here. Damn. He's on a 6-fight winning streak. He's 8-1 in his last 9. Damn. So, okay. So Mike Davis was his last fight at 155 pounds. He won by rear naked choke. God, can you imagine that guy fucking rear naked choking you? Can you fucking imagine what that feels like, dude? Like a boa constrictor. Oh my God, that would hurt a lot. So then he fought Alexei Konchako, won by decision. Gunnar Nelson won by decision. Oh, okay, so he's won most of his fights by dominant decision at 170. Finished Damian Maia, but he's attacking them all the time. Like, he's constantly attacking. Man, he hasn't submitted anyone at all. That's the only submission he has out of his last like 10 fights. Either he just loves to strike, man. Get this man Jesse an ESPN show. I completely agree. You know what though? I don't even want an ESPN show. I do, but only because I want content on YouTube and have it monetized. Just all because I want to be able to say fuck on my show. And you can't say that on ESPN. Okay, for the record, I for sure would take an ESPN show and be the happiest man on earth. What else we got? Should Conor get a tune-up fight before Dustin Trilogy? Only if it's against Islam Makhachev. Because then there's like some actual, like, you know, there's no reason for Conor to take a nothing fight anymore. If he wants to fight against Islam Makhachev, try to beat Islam, then maybe go beat Dustin and then bait Habib out for a second fight, maybe. But I don't know. Conor is definitely more dangerous coming off a loss, especially to that guy. Because he's the king, like he's a student of the game. People forget. But I think they'll remember that in this rematch. GSP or Nick GSP for sure. Since GSP and Nick Diaz fought last time when GSP dominated him, GSP has done nothing but train and eat good. Nick Diaz has done nothing but drink booze and smoke weed. Gilbert said in an interview the other day he plans on finishing Usman. Yeah, I mean I would, of course. He tries to finish everybody, like the whole fucking fight. Diaz versus Ferguson. I don't know. Ferguson's a fucking mystery to me now. GSP's not in his prime. You think Nick Diaz is in his fucking prime? Nick Diaz is not in his fucking prime, man. How would the McGregor and Diaz trilogy be well, what's going to happen? McGregor's going to fight Poirier. I'm using my fucking MacBook Pro, son. McGregor Diaz trilogy be if McGregor beats Poirier and Diaz beats Oliveira. Well, first of all, that's not what's going to happen because McGregor's going to fight Poirier in the trilogy. Wait. Oh, no, that's exactly what you said. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I read that wrong. So yeah, so if McGregor beats Poirier and then Diaz beats Charlie Olives, and then McGregor has the belt, that would be a bananas massive fight. And every other fighter at 155 will want to fucking kill Dana for making that fight. They're like, Nate Diaz gets a fucking title shot. He hasn't even fought at 155 in 100 years. But that would be amazing. Dana will let Diaz fight Oliveira. That I do not agree with. That I don't agree with at all. Because it's the same fight. Like I said, it's late as Leon Edwards versus Khamzat Chimaev. And yeah, it does seem like Nate wants to fight at welterweight. He said he was coming back at 155 pounds. I just started the Ngannou Joe Rogan podcast. I haven't watched it yet. McGregor deserved title shot. It doesn't matter. Deserve has nothing to do with it. I mean, it just depends on what your criteria is, Black Lung at 170. Yeah, but Oliveira's not going to go to 170. His whole thing is he's trying to solidify himself as the number one contender at 155. He's not going to go fight at 170. I don't think. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really see what the difference would be. But Oliveira was a 145-pound fighter. And I don't see. I mean, now he's up a weight class of 155. To go up to 170 and fight against Nate Diaz seems like an unnecessary risk. It should make Nate Diaz come to him. There's a ton of upside in it for Nate Diaz, too. I mean, Nate, there's probably more. Well, it's actually equal. That's why the Leon Edwards and Khamzat Chimaev fight makes so much sense. Gaethje needs a title shot after one win. Agree. Dude, honestly, I'll tell you exactly what I want to happen. Here's what I want to happen. I want Conor and Dustin to fight. I want that to be for the title. I want Conor to beat Dustin. Then I want Gaethje to beat whoever he fights. And then I want Gaethje and Conor for the belt because that will be so nasty. That'll be the nastiest buildup. You think that, Conor, oh, hey, great job, guys. I'm a changed guy. You think he's actually a changed guy if you press him? He's a killer, dude. He is suppressing that part of him because he's gone to a therapist because he's like, I don't know what happens. I leave my house and I get a DUI. I stomp on a guy's phone. Some girl says I raped her. I can't control my life, man. And the guy's like, look, all those things, you just need to suppress them. You need to put them in this little box and set them aside. Look at your life. You're a winner, Conor. Just set that person aside. And he's like, I will set that. Doesn't have anything to do with why you're a great fighter. Set it aside. Conor's like, he's right. Ever since I got nice, I haven't gotten charged with rape. I haven't gotten a DUI. I haven't had any of these crazy things happen. The therapist was right. I'm a nice guy now. And then what do you think happens? Gaethje's like, you're a piece of shit. Okay. I remember what you did. Fuck you, Conor McGregor. You think he's going to be like, yeah, okay, I'm nice. He's literally going to forget he's nice for in a millisecond. He's going to fucking turn into a warrior killing machine again. And then he's going to kick Gaethje in the face. That's what I want. And yes, and Conor, Dustin Poirier isn't managed by Ali, is he? Ali has everyone. Ali Abdelaziz manages everyone. Let me see, actually. Do any of you guys know, does Ali Abdelaziz manage Dustin Poirier? If we could see the version of Conor that was against Eddie Alvarez, he would starch Justin. Agree. Tony Ferguson type of guy. Take a shit. That's funny. Dustin's not managed by Ali. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Conor's lucky he didn't figure out that he has that gap in his game with Justin kicking him in the fucking leg, because Jesus. I think Khabib would beat everyone at 170. I mean, straight up. Who do you think would beat him? Who would beat Khabib at 170? Maybe Burns? Didge Money with his new name. What's up, dog? You guys don't let Onat Kabaraglu fool you. That is fucking digital money right there. Dude, how about Bitcoin Didge Money? Why didn't you tell me to buy more? For fuck's sake. When I first bought it, I bought it 5,500 earlier this year, so I feel pretty good about that, but should have bought more. You think buy more now at 47? Like, you think where do you think it's going? TikTok, Khabib versus Stylebender. Dude, Stylebender's fighting at 205 right now. I mean, there has to be a limit here. Hamzat versus Khabib at 170. Ooh. 220. When we talk on Clubhouse this week, let's discuss more, because I have a lot of I can dump a lot more into it than I have. Damn, I might fucking take my leverage and put it in there too. I think I have like 100K of leverage that's not mine, but that's scary. Fuck that. Actually, I'm not doing that. Lose all my money. Fuck Ethereum, son. I'm just kidding. Not fuck Ethereum, but Ethereum 10K. So you think Ethereum has more growth than fucking, or is that the same? What is that, 4K or 4X for both of them? If Khabib get a hold of him, I think he's fucked. Yeah. I don't think Khabib loses to fucking anyone. $10K easy work. Come on now. 550% from here. That is bananas talk. Bitcoin is not only going to be used as an asset. Did you not hear what Elon Musk said? You can buy a fucking Tesla with it this year. Justin versus Nate is better. Justin will just kick Nate's fucking legs into pieces. Nate won't walk for 3 weeks, dude. I know a kid. That's not true. A guy I work with, a buddy of mine, his fraternity brother inherited $100,000, put it all into Ethereum when Ethereum was like fucking 6 cents or something. This guy's worth $180 million. Pettis ain't Gaethje, dude. That's what I just said in my video today. Oliveira hasn't beat anyone, period. He hasn't beat fucking anyone, dude. Gaethje has a white belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's true. That is true. Seems to not have been a huge factor till he fought Khabib, though. You know what I mean? Usman or Burns? I got Burns. But Usman is a savage, man. If Usman wins, it'll be boring as fuck. That's for sure. Yeah. In case anyone was not on when I started this, again, Diaz versus Oliveira is the fight to make for the same reason that Khamzat Chimaev and Leon Edwards make sense, because whoever comes out of that fucking fight, the winner is a star with like top, you got two guys on eight fight winning streaks who have no hype. Give them a big hype, low number guy so that one of them is going to come out high rank, high hype. Boom. I'm going to pick Izzy. Tony is the new Tyron Woodley. That's kind of sad and true, but we'll find out. I mean, I don't know anybody who's going to bet on Tony in his next fight unless he fights somebody soft, right? But I mean, listen, like Tony fought two killers in his last two fights. Killers. But so did Cowboy at the beginning of his, downward slide. He fought Tony, then he fought Gaethje. Like killers. But then once you start getting knocked out, man. Tony on his 12-fight win streak wasn't against anyone until his top five. That's true. That is very, very true. Peter Yan is a savage. However, have you guys seen Cody Sandman? How long ago did I say that guy was the man? Who has been here long enough to remember when I said Sandman was the fucking man? Sandhagen, not Sandman. Sandhagen. And I talked about his tattoo on his back, and he's like Red Dragon. I said that shit like fucking 10 months ago. Like, that was one of the first videos I ever made. And I was like, that's the guy. And then when Sterling fucking wrapped him up like he was nothing, I was like, okay, but he's still a savage, I swear. My video title of that is The Fight to Make. Yeah, I know. It's the fight, man. Tyron is going to either win his next fight or he's going to be done. Tony versus Cowboy. Cowboy's fighting Diego, apparently. Usman. Khabib does not fight like fucking Usman. Khabib's a killer, dude. Khabib's trying to smash people's fucking faces in the entire fight or rip their arm off. Usman never finishes anyone. Like, Usman never finishes fucking anyone. Khabib mashes people into fucking, like, dust. There's no comparison between how Khabib and Usman fight other than they're good wrestlers. Attaboy Brosman. He'll have improved striking for sure. But wait. No way. Woodley was giving dude, Didge Money, let's talk offline. Tell me how to use that fucking app. I have no idea how to use it. I go on, it's me, you, and my fucking social media manager every time. Like, let's try to figure this out. Because, like, I go live on here, I get hundreds of people that want to come on, like, fucking Clubhouse. I'm like, hey guys, I'm live, and no one comes on. Fucking no one. And, like, they can actually, as you know, we can talk on Clubhouse. You guys, Didge Money, Onut, and we like talk on the phone once a week on Clubhouse. I'm trying to tell you guys. We can actually like converse instead of you guys having to type and then I just talk into the screen. Khabib Oh shit, I gotta go. I gotta jump, you guys. I love you guys. We'll talk soon. My fucking Jesse on Everything got monetized. I still can't fucking believe it. I thought there was no way they were going to let me monetize that channel. It took 3 months. I was like, they must have just looked at it and been like, let this guy sit in the netherworld forever. And then apparently someone was like, well, he's a little on the edges, but approved. I was like, look at that. YouTube loves me. Anyway, if you don't follow me on Jesse on Everything, go give that a look because it's awesome. Love you guys. Peace.